Alright, y'all, shit is getting spicy. We got trouble in Hollywood. Trouble in Hollywood, y'all. Shit is getting real. 300 to freedom, baby! Shit is getting real. So, this is video 668. Damn, it's been a long time coming. We up to video 668 public videos I now have on YouTube. I mean, I got so much further to go, but damn, this shit hit me today. 668 videos and got way more work to put in, but we gonna keep going. We ain't never gonna stop. We gonna remain relentless. We gonna remain disciplined, because that's the 300 to freedom way. You already know. We ain't never gonna stop. I don't give a fuck what tries to come in my way. I don't give a fuck what hater. I don't give a fuck what negative talker. I don't give a fuck what nobody's saying out there. We gonna keep going. We gonna keep dropping these videos. We gonna keep dropping the truth. So we got trouble in Hollywood. Trouble in Hollywood because Drake is suing UMG record label as well as Spotify over Kendrick Lamar's success from his diss record called Not Like Us. This shit is crazy, y'all. This shit is real crazy. So there's different ways to look at this situation with Drake suing, right? There's different ways to look at this situation, and it's just crazy. Like, it's crazy what the game is coming to now. It's crazy what the rap game is coming to these days. You just never know, you know what I mean? But for those of you who don't know, real quick, before we go into what we about to go into, the topic of discussion, I'm gonna show you real quick a picture of Drake, for those of y'all who don't know who Drake is. Drake is like probably the #1 hip hop artist out right now. Arguably the #1 hip hop artist out right now. That's Drake, right? That's Drake right there. Now I'm gonna show you Kendrick Lamar. This is the other big time rap artist that he got beef with. You know what I mean? They've been going back and forth, dropping diss records for the last few months. This is Kendrick Lamar. You know what I mean? That's Kendrick. So Drake just sued Universal Music Group, which Universal Music Group is the biggest, arguably the biggest music label in the world. In the world, hands down, Universal Music Group. As you know, or probably don't know, but Drake was signed to Young Money, which Young Money was under Cash Money, and Cash Money is under Universal Music Group. Universal Music Group is the mother umbrella over Cash Money, Young Money, and, you know, obviously over Drake, right? So Drake is signed to Universal Music Group, but if I'm not mistaken, the crazy part about this whole situation, I think Kendrick Lamar is signed to Universal Music Group. So we're going to look that up. I'm going to look that up right now, right? I'm going to look that up right now. We're going to get our facts in order on this video right now, on this stream right now. Who is Kendrick Lamar signed to? Okay, okay, so I see Kendrick Lamar signed to Interscope Records, right? Oh, let me see something. Is Kendrick Lamar signed to? All right, cool. So Interscope Records, which Kendrick Lamar is signed to, is also under Universal Music Group. All right, so technically speaking, both Kendrick Lamar and Drake, they both signed to Universal Music Group. That's important to understand. That's important to note. That's very important to note. Now, we know Drake is a big artist, been on top of his game for many years now. Also, Kendrick Lamar is a big artist, been on top of his game. Recently, they've been having a beef. Now, I find it interesting because ultimately they both signed under Universal Music Group, right? This is where shit gets tricky in the game. This is where shit gets tricky. At the end of the day, whether Drake succeeds from the battle or Kendrick Lamar succeeds from the battle. Guess who wins no matter who wins or who loses among these artists? Guess who wins no matter what the fuck happens? You guessed it. Universal motherfucking Music Group. They win either way this shit goes. Whether Drake wins or Kendrick Lamar wins, Universal Music Group wins no matter which way you cut it, no matter which way you slice it, because Universal Music Group is the one who owns their music at the end of the day. Right? So now there's multiple ways of looking at this situation, because Drake just sued Universal Music Group and Spotify. The first perspective I have on this situation is I'm looking at this shit and I'm saying, damn, this motherfucker Drake, he mad salty right now. Like, you suing the label because of the success of the person you go against, because of the success of their diss record against you, right? That's the first perspective I got. Like, damn, this nigga Drake is some salty ass motherfucker. We all know Drake has a lot of success in his own right. We all know Kendrick has a lot of success in his own right. But they started beefing. And Drake just sued UMG and Spotify. Remember what I always been saying in my videos, right? I always been saying at the end of the day, these major record labels don't give a fuck about the artists. They give a fuck about the money. That's one thing I always said on my channel. They don't give a fuck about the artists. They care about the money. That's what these major labels care about. So also, I find it very interesting, Drake is also suing Spotify. Once again, remember what I said. Remember what I said about these streaming services. I said these streaming services, they are allowed to rob artists of their creativity. Remember, I've been saying that in my videos. Now, and remember, I also said that major record labels and streaming services, they in cahoots. They lying in bed with one another. And the reason why I say that is because no major record labels band together to protect the interest and the finances of the record of the artist. No major labels came together to protect the interests of the artists when it came to Spotify and all of these streaming services getting in place to rob artists. So that was the first sign that told me, yo, these labels don't care about the artists. They care about the money. So the labels allowed these streaming services to collect all of the music of their artists, give it away damn near for free, and the labels never intervene. And that's exactly why Drake is suing both UMG and Spotify. So that's the first perspective I got of it is, you know, damn, Drake, you really salty. Like, bro, this look bad. Like the public ain't gonna side with Drake on this for the most part. And the reason is because, yo, y'all was battling. Y'all was going back and forth. Don't be mad that Kendrick Lamar's record is doing good. His diss record against you is doing good. Don't be upset about that. When you was busting Meek Mill's ass, when you was winning against Meek Mill, you ain't give a fuck. Everything was good then, right? Everything was cool. You ain't have no problem with that. You ain't have no problem with your numbers going through the roof when you was busting Meek Mill's ass, when you was dropping back to back and doing your thing and dissing Meek Mill and you was winning. That was all good, right? We gonna talk that real shit on this video. 300 to freedom, yo. You already know I'm gonna keep it real. So that was cool. But now that Kendrick, his numbers is popping off crazy because of the Not Like Us diss record against Drake. It's popping off so crazy that Drake is suing. And basically, this is the premise of Drake suing, right? The premise of Drake suing, because I'm going to read to you what the headlines are saying. It says, Drake files lawsuit against Universal Music Group and Spotify over alleged conspiracy to boost Kendrick Lamar's hit song, Not Like Us. Both UMG and Spotify he's suing. The thing about it is, that's what the fuck labels do. Labels pay money to boost a hot song. That's what they do. Labels pay money to boost a hot artist, especially at that point in time. That's what the fuck, that's literally their fucking job. So my thing is, how can Drake sue for something like this? Something that they've have done for even for him. So you probably watching this video right now, you saying, yo, Jadis, yo, John, yo, like, for real, Jay, like, so you telling me labels, they pay a lot of money to boost up and to make artists look bigger than what they are? That's what you probably asking me right now. Yo, Jadis, like, you telling me that labels, they put millions of dollars up, they put money up to make a song seem like it has more listens and more streams and bigger than what it is? Yes, they do that. Labels literally pay lots of money to make a artist look bigger than what they are, or to pump up the numbers of a song so that other people have the illusion of that song is much better than what it really is, or is doing much better than what we think it's doing. So yes, labels do that. I find it crazy how Drake is basically exposing that truth by him suing Spotify. Not only is he suing UMG, but he's also suing Spotify. So that's the second viewpoint, the second perspective to look at this, and to realize that, yo, they inflate numbers. Labels inflate numbers to make artists look bigger than what they are, to make songs look bigger than what they are. That's not taking anything away from Kendrick. That's not taking anything from Drake. That's just a fact. Now you know. But the fact that Drake is suing behind this, about this, tells you that it's the truth. It tells you that that shit is the truth. That shit is 100% true. So that's the second perspective. That's the second viewpoint to look at this. The third way I'm looking at this situation is, yo, this is kind of weird, right? This is kind of weird. The reason why it's weird, and I'm looking at this shit and I'm saying, yo, this motherfucker Drake is really, literally suing the label that he signed to. Drake is suing the label that he signed to. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, damn, this is a dangerous move. I don't know if this is a smart move, Drake. I don't know if this is a smart move, Drake, to be suing Universal Music Group, which is the big mother company that you signed to. That's like biting the hand that feeds you. That's like biting the hand that's been giving you all these millions of dollars for all of these years. I find that to be interesting. How you suing your label? Is that deep for you to sue your label? Yo, drop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. I want to know what you're thinking about this whole situation with Drake suing UMG and Spotify over this Kendrick diss. I really want to know what y'all thinking right now, because if you're looking at it from my perspective, you'll understand why this shit is weird to me. It's like you suing UMG, but they've held you down all of this time. Now, all of a sudden, now that you're losing in a certain battle with one artist because a diss song is having success, it's that deep for you to sue the record label? And you suing them for something, in my opinion, I feel like Drake is suing UMG for something that they've done for him and Spotify. The reason why I say that is because I'm sure that 100% of Drake's numbers ain't all organic. I'm sure there's some type of inflation going on in his numbers too. Some kind, I'm sure. Why not? If your numbers, if a certain song you got dropped and that shit is getting 10 million streams a month organically, let's just say, for example, why not make it look like it's 30 million streams a month on paper? Why not make it look like it's 50 million streams on paper? This is what labels do. This is what they do. They add fake streams. They add fake bots to make songs seem bigger than what they are. So my question is, Drake, why you fronting like they ain't never do that for you? Why you acting like it's only for Kendrick they doing this for? Now, so that's the third way I'm looking at this, is I find this to be a dangerous move, because if you suing UMG, which is a huge label, they got way more money than Drake, they got way more money than Kendrick, because they basically own the catalogs of mad big artists. Suing them, I think, is a dangerous move and could come with some serious repercussions. Like, this company got the power to do a lot of things. They got the power to tarnish your legacy, to tarnish your brand. They got the power to dig up negative things about you. So you got to really know what you're doing in situations like this. And I find the fact that Drake suing them, I think it's exposing a lot, and essentially it's going to make them angry. That's what I think. That's my opinion. So we're going to keep it pushing though. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to keep it moving. All right. You already know what it is. It's Jada's Creed, baby. 300 to freedom. 100% independent. I ain't signed to no labels. I'm 100% independent, baby. 300 to freedom. So anyway, we're going to keep it moving. After this came out, that Drake sued there is a journalist, right? A journalist by the name of Lauren LaRosa. And this headline says, journalist Lauren LaRosa gives insight about lawsuit involving Drake and Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us record. Because that's the main thing that Drake is upset about. That record, the success it's had. Remind you, both artists, they signed under the same umbrella, under the same mother company, which is crazy. So now, this is what the Lauren LaRosa, the journalist, this is what she's saying. I don't know how credible she is. I don't know how big she is, to be honest with you. Y'all could drop a comment below if you know who Lauren LaRosa is. But this is her take on the whole situation. She said, did some reaching out. I'm reading it right here, right off IG. She said, did some reaching out, trying to understand why Drake would file this lawsuit. Yo, I'm scratching my fucking head too. She says, a source close to Drake's camp tells me Drake's side decided to file this suit not just because of the Not Like Us song. It's bigger than just the song, which is why Drake is suing the label and not Kendrick directly. From what I'm told, Drake allegedly feels as if his label UMG is using money he's made them to fund Kendrick Lamar's song, burying him amidst a sensitive label negotiation he's currently in. So wait one second. So Drake is suing UMG because he feels like they're using profits from his career to boost up Kendrick's career. My thing is this: how the fuck he's gonna prove that they're using money from the money they made off of Drake to fund Kendrick's career? How's he gonna prove that, number one? And number two, the thing is, since when is it against the law to take profits from another artist and use those profits as a record label to help boost up another artist that's signed under you? Since when is that against the law? So he got to prove that the money they're using is from the profits he made this label, UMG, as well as he's saying that they're using those profits to fund Kendrick's career. Now, the next thing he said is he's saying that Drake is saying they're doing it at a time when he's having label negotiations. Now, that could be true. And this goes back to what I've been saying. You can't trust these fucking labels. You can't trust these fucking record labels. It goes back to what I've been saying. They don't have no loyalty to you as the artist. When that next bigger artist comes, or when that next hot artist comes that they want to replace you, they don't mind pushing mad money behind that new artist, that new thing. They don't mind pushing that mad money behind that new hot song and forgetting about you. I don't know if Drake realized or not, but they not loyal to the artist. They loyal to that fucking money. And that's what I've been trying to say all this time on my YouTube channel. I've been talking about this shit for a minute, talking about artists not understanding that. Artists don't understand that record labels, they care about the money. They don't really care about the artists. They in the business just solely for the money. It ain't a charity. They don't have no fucking soft heart for the artist. That's not what this shit is about. So I think Drake got it twisted. So then we're going to keep it moving. Then at the end, she says, Drake feels like the label is allegedly not protecting a major asset, him, right? In parentheses, it says him, which is conveniently timed around the time he's in negotiations for a new deal with the label. From what I'm told, Drake's feeling like if I was a Taylor Swift, a lot of things would not have happened in this whole Drake and Kendrick back and forth. So it says here, right? Drake's attorneys initiated legal action against Universal Music Group and Spotify. I want that to be clear for y'all watching this video right now. And Spotify, alleging the companies conspired to artificially inflate the popularity of Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. But what he's saying is all of this is happening in lieu of his renegotiations he's having with the label. Now, is that happening? Is he really renegotiating his contract? He could be. Drake could really be renegotiating right now with UMG. It's a possibility. And maybe the contract that he's renegotiating, he's probably saying, yo, I deserve more money. Or, yo, I want to own my masters. I want to own all my music now. That could be a part of it, right? And remember what I said. These major labels don't want you to be making money as an artist without them having their hands in your pockets. These major labels, they don't want you to be able to make your own money without them having their hands in your pockets. And this is a prime example of that. Because if that is true, what Drake is saying, right? He's saying that he finds it strange that Kendrick Lamar's numbers is going through the roof. His Not Like Us song is being inflated and it's super popular. He feels like literally all of that is being pumped by the UMG label and Spotify doing that to literally crush his career in a sense. That's what he's basically saying. And he's saying they're doing it because he's renegotiating his contract with the label. If that's true, and that could be very true, that's a possibility. What that means is we seeing the nasty work that these labels are capable of. We seeing how nasty they are, right? And that's what I want y'all to take away from this video. If they have the ability to do this to their number one artist, look how much money Drake has been making. Look how big Drake ain't no regular local artist. We got to keep this shit in mind. We talking about Drizzy Drake here. We talking about like damn near top artists in the arguably in the world, right? If he's having label issues and he feels threatened, his career is threatened because he feels as if his label is trying to basically fund him out by funding Kendrick Lamar's song and career to overwhelm him, then that tells you that nobody's safe. Nobody's safe when it comes to the dealings of fucking with these major record labels. This is what I've been talking about. I've been saying this for a minute. I've been saying that the major record labels and these streaming services, they are in bed with each other. They are in cahoots with each other. They are in business with each other at the expense of the artist's creativity. And I feel like Drake making this move is exposing a lot. If you look at this situation from multiple perspectives, yeah, you could look at it and say, yo, Drake is being mad salty. You a sore ass loser, motherfucker. Just take your L and keep it moving. You could definitely look at it from that perspective, and I wouldn't argue against you. But you could look at it from multiple other perspectives based on the reasoning behind why he's suing. Based on the reasoning why he's suing. He's saying it's something deeper than just Kendrick Lamar having success and Kendrick Lamar having a diss record that's basically killing him right now and crushing him right now. He's saying it's deeper than that. He's saying this is really about him renegotiating his deal, right? Because he's saying that. He's saying it's happening amidst a sensitive label negotiation he's currently in. So who knows? That's a possibility, right? So all of this shit happening right now, shit is crazy, yo. I want y'all to drop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Like, I personally do feel Drake is being salty. I'm going to be honest. Drake, a great artist, has given us countless amounts of hits. I ain't even going to lie. A lot of fire music over the years. He's been on top of his game for a very long time, and I respect that. Tip my hat to that. But also Kendrick. Kendrick has done his thing for a lot of years. You know, Kendrick has dropped great music for a lot of years. Kendrick is a dope lyricist. And I feel like both of them in their own right, they some big, great artists. But I also look at this situation and I say, damn, the biggest elephant in a room that's really capitalizing off of their beef, the biggest elephant in the room really capitalizing off of the Drake and Kendrick beef is Universal Music Group. Oh, and you could say Spotify, right? Because when you incite beef and you add fuel to the fire, what happens is the execs and the owners of these companies, hence major record labels, streaming platforms, they only get richer. They only get richer. Even if this means Drake's career is over, which I highly doubt that's the case. Even if this means Drake's career is over and now Kendrick is going to take that #1 spot, the label don't give a fuck. They don't care. They getting their money. They don't care either fucking way. UMG is looking at this like, yo, y'all both signed to us, battle it out. Whoever got the best record that's doing better, we gonna fund that fucking artist. We gonna be running with that artist for a while. So what I'm trying to say essentially is that these major record labels, they don't have no loyalty. These major record labels, they do not have any loyalty. And Drake got to be careful because he's biting the hand that feeds him. Lord knows what their next move is going to be. Lord knows, no pun intended, Lord knows against Drake what their next move is going to be once he did this. Now, this is not going to look good on Drake's part from the public. They're going to look at it like, yo, you a bitch ass motherfucker. Why are you suing? Because the enemy of you, your enemy is his record, this song is doing better than yours. That's how they looking at it. But who knows what's really going on behind the scenes with Drake's business dealings having to do with his label and stuff like that. Who knows? But what this proves, what this situation right here proves, it proves that these labels, they are not loyal to the artists. They not loyal. They're not loyal. Now, Drake has done enough, has dropped enough hits, has made enough money to where it don't make a difference really as far as, when I say make a difference, even if Kendrick's, Not Like Us wins a Grammy, which is going to be a crazy blow if that happens. But Drake did what he did. He already accomplished what he accomplished. He already is legendary. We can never take that away from him. But I feel like the more that he makes moves like this, the more it's going to hurt his image in a certain way because the public is going to be looking at him like, motherfucker, yo, just take your fucking L and stop being a sore loser. Stop being a fucking bitch ass nigga and take your L and just move on. It's all good. It happens, right? You don't have to win every battle. You could lose battles but still win the war, right? As long as you win in the war, what the fuck does it matter if you lost a battle here and you lost a battle there? But nah, he's saying there's something bigger going on. According to this journalist and according to what they saying on social media right now, he's saying it's something bigger where they're using profits that they made off of him to basically boost up Kendrick Lamar's shit and help him take on a whole new level. It's a possibility, right? But like I said, there's multiple ways, multiple perspectives when it comes to looking at this shit. But I had to give y'all my take on this shit, man, because clearly you could see the music industry is dirty. You could see the music execs, they dirty. You could see the labels is dirty. You know what I mean? You could see these, they dirty, yo. At the end of the day, they dirty. Like, I mean, the music industry is dirty. Like, that's what it's showing you. No matter how big you get, no matter how much money you make for these execs, if the opportunity lends itself, they will turn their back on you. They don't give a fuck who you are as the artist. They only care about the money. All right, so that was my thoughts on this situation. I had to talk about this shit because this shit is crazy. But anyway, any of y'all independent artists out there who want to grow your fan base, want to take your musical career to the next level, I have a link in the description below. Make sure to check it out. It's a link to my ebook. It's 100% free because I know y'all love free shit. 100% free. You can check out the links below to get access to that ebook. It's a fire ebook, jam-packed with value. It's going to help you out if you're an independent artist, especially, I'm telling you right now. Also, make sure to check out the links in the description below to get connected with me. And whenever you get the chance, you can check out my music on streaming platforms for now, right? All the music I've been recording lately, they are on streaming platforms. After I drop this new project I'm about to drop, I'm no longer going to be on streaming platforms anymore. But for now, you could get access to my music on streaming platforms, the music I'm making currently. I just dropped a mini project called Calm Before the Storm. Let me know what you think of that. Before that, I dropped a 10-song project called Forever Blessed. Let me know what you think of that. And before that, I dropped a project called Parachute. Parachute, that can only be found on YouTube though, right? That was made before streaming platforms. It can only be found on YouTube, but there you go, 3 different projects. Plus I got other singles that are not on the project. I got other singles that you can access on any music streaming platform. Without any further ado, this is my take on the whole Drake suing UMG and Spotify over Kendrick Lamar's diss record. This is my take on the situation. I love y'all. I'm gonna see you at the top. Make sure to subscribe. Share this video with 5 people you know. Share this video with 5 people you know who would like to hear this information. I appreciate y'all. Peace.